शार्क टैंक इंडिया और लॉरियल पेरिस ला रहे हैं शार्क टैंक इंडिया के रजिस्ट्रेशन सबसे पहले भारत की महिलाओं के लिए। तो जाइए सोनी लिव ऐप पे रजिस्टर कीजिए, बिकॉज यू आर वर्थ इट।
Welcome to highlights from Lords of the first ever women's test match, a historic occasion as England hosted India at this most magnificent ground. Only a few days after the T20 World Cup final here, so some changes for England. It saw Maddie Villiers come into the side on test match debut, as in fact was Alice Capsey. Tammy Beaumont there playing her last international match. And for India, well, they chose three spinners, slightly different balance, including Sri Chirani, who was on debut as well. And that's a very impressive batting lineup, led by Smriti Mandana and Harmanpreet Kaur, the captain. It was Nat Sivabrunt who won the toss and elected to bowl first.
9 test matches for Smriti Mandana, which gives you a clue, gives you an idea as to the disparity in the amount of fixtures that the men play versus the women in test match cricket. Lauren Bell to Smriti Mandana. Useful start. Mandana's away in customary style. This little back foot punch to pick up a couple. The pitch is there, just striving a little.
Not a bad average there. Good, 58 for Verma in 7 tests. We know what she's going to do. Shaping away and maybe nip back or hold its line.
Let's go for shaping away. Verma didn't need a second invitation to blast one through the covers. And 3 slips in place. Nice bit of shape from Lauren Bell. Nicked and gone, what a delivery. That is a terrific start. Verma fences at one that shapes in and then leaves her off the pitch. And England a cock a hoop.
Verma goes for a duck. The score 4 for 1.
Yastika Bhatia in at number 3 for India. Squeeze through. And that'll be the first boundary.
Quite smartly played here from Bhatia.
Gets a bat on that one. Slowing up the hill, but it's timed well enough to reach the boundary. Oh, beautiful. Bit of poetry in that off drive from Mandana. Over pitched and 4 more. Again, it's half volleys. Mandana is not going to miss out on those.
Balls this time beautifully. Signature Smriti Mandana. Bowled back over the wicket, gets a little bit of shape. And Lauren Bell, after a toughish first 35 minutes, has got one through the gate and picked up England's second.
She picks up India's second, 37 for 2.
Jamie Rodrigues to the crease. Short and pulled again. Beautifully played from Mandana through mid-wicket. And again, this time behind square, and it will bring about 4 more. Nicely played. Square drive for 4, backward of point. Drives up the hill through the covers for 4. Goes big over mid-wicket. Plenty on that, and it goes all the way. Ends the 12th over, and the first hour of this historic women's test match here at Lords is done. India 77 for 2 on the back of this magnificent shot.
A gift a gift, really. Just not quite finding any consistency at the moment. I think that runs across England's bowlers in general. Keeps the scorers busy. At breakfast this morning.
Yeah, 50 partnership for these two.
What a shot. Good use of the feet.
Yeah, proactive stuff from Smriti Mandana.
.50 of the highest quality. Real entertainment again from Smriti Mandana. It's had a run of ball in a test match and she's made batting look so easy yet again. Yeah, and sits on the back foot and waits for something short and wide.
A little tickle down towards long leg brings up the 100 for India. Oh, a wide delivery has actually paid dividends for England and Izzy Wong. A little tickle from a bottom edge as Jemimah tried to reach for it, and they have a third.
She disconsolately trudges off for 35 from 38, ruining a missed opportunity. 101 for 3.
Well, a loud cheer from the Indian contingent greeted the arrival of Captain Harmanpreet Kaur. Great indication, but very well played by Harmanpreet Kaur. Sublime. Really is. The hand and wrist work of Harmanpreet Kaur is a joy to behold.
On cue, delivers one just a little short and a little wide, and Harmanpreet pounces on it. Driving again. There is some protection out there now.
Oh, look, I'm not going to lie. I don't like that protection out there. I think it's such a negative. And as the 150 comes up for India, they've looked very at ease.
Yeah, that is exactly why hands are up there on the head for Eccles. She's bowling for that. No question about it. Leg gully in place. Tammy's done the job for many years, but she's very much in the game. That is much more of a chance because she will have seen the shape of the shot and she'll have known early that the ball was coming towards her, and so you can set yourself early. Now, it's still a very difficult chance. Excellent line, excellent length, just building a bit of pressure, just preying on patience a little bit. Wonderful shot, again, good use of the feet. She's just mixing up patience and defence with aggression. Excellent again. This is so good from Izzy Wong. Have to hurry, and does. A little bit of a mix-up. So because the bowling has been so good, there is a little bit of pressure building, and it is telling.
Again, just held its line, if anything, shaped a fraction away. So Harmanpreet Kaur prodding at it. Just looked a little bit tentative. Smriti Mandana wasn't the quickest out the blocks. They didn't make an early decision, but in the end, put in the fool's dive.
Pulls it off its line, and that will bounce, then roll into the boundary line for Harmanpreet Kaur. Just catches up with it. It's a delivery that Villiers has gotten wrong, but Smriti Mandana has gotten right. Offered him the single, and she took the single. And Harmanpreet Kaur goes to 50 for the second time in her Test match career. Her first against England, and at the home of cricket as well.
They're really well appreciated from her teammates as well.
Oh, was there an outside edge? And given! just desserts for Izzy Wong, who's toiled away from the pavilion end. Most of it was against Harmanpreet Kaur, but she's got it right now against Smriti Mandana. Disappointment for the Indian vice-captain, who falls 17 short of a milestone moment herself. But it has broken the partnership, and it's well deserved by Wong.
Smriti Mandana goes for 83, it's 194.
Short, agonisingly short of Jones as he tried to make her way to her left, and way short of the England skipper at first slip. Sure how that missed the off stump, or how they managed to get back for two.
Yeah, both of the above actually. Very close to the stumps, that is for sure.
Oh, there was a noise. There was a sound. Amy Jones is absolutely convinced it might not, well, it couldn't have been anything else. Ball was a long way away from the bat. I think that's the right call.
Keep going, keep rolling through, keep rolling through, keep rolling through. Satisfied there's no ball involved, bat involved. We go back to Sue on field.
Oh, no spike and no joy for Maddie Villiers or Amy Jones. And we'll lose that review. Nudge through square leg brings up 200 for India. Oh, knocked her over. That is sensational. A first test wicket for Maddie Villiers, and one to remember.
Look at the loop and the drift, and it turns straight back through the gate. The cup of tea will taste a tad bit better with Harmanpreet Kaur gone for 58. And India now 202 for 5.
A favourite shot of Deepti Sharma, and she plays it so well. Watched it right onto the blade. Just helped, and that's got the pace to race away for four. Just Arrington line from Lauren Filer. Heaved through the onside, manages to find a very slight gap, does Rishi Ghosh, and she picks up her first boundary. Well, that's a gift and a rare mistake from Maddie Villiers. Shouts a catch and taken. A gift for England, well held by Izzy Wong. Down on the fine leg boundary, Rishi Ghosh was not in control of the shot, and I think she thought it was going to bounce a little bit more than it did. Joy for England.
Rishi Ghosh comes and goes at 13.
That's flashed past Gully. Deepti's had a dip, and she's got 4.
Loves that sweep. And he plays it extremely well. And this time the sweep goes in front of square for 4.
It should be, with a dive, a half century for Deepti Sharma. It's 5th in Test match cricket, 3rd against England. Oh, is it in line? Is it in line? Wow. Wow, umpire's call maybe on impact. 1 remaining, England. 1 remaining, and Nat Sivabrunt has decided to gamble on it.
The decision is not out. Pitching outside off, impact in line, hitting wickets. Go back to Sue on field, please.
England get it right, and Maddie Villiers gets another. Oh, that one might be a bit closer. It is. Well, that is a very significant wicket for Sophie Ecclestone if England manage to hold on to it. Looked like it might be clipping enough of leg stump, but they will review.
Original decision is out. Pitch is in line. Impact in line. Umpire's call. Anna, going back to you on field.
Just enough to bring Sophie Ecclestone, wicket number 336 across all formats in the England women's shirt, and takes her past Catherine Sciver-Brunt. She's now the leading wicket taker for England. Sayali Satkare departs for one. Oh, catch, no. That's Sciver-Brunt, and has put it down at slip. Third for Maddie Villiers goes begging.
It went quickly and there's a lot of bat speed there.
A lot of bottom hand, and it's straight to the field. Heather Knight takes the catch. India are 9 down.
That is a huge wicket. Deepti Sharma goes for 57. The score, 282 for 9.
Long handle, yeah, and we're going to see a little bit of this, isn't it? Why not to get a good piece of it? Field is up, and I think that's a handy save on the boundary line. Maddie Villiers hasn't realised it. But I think she's done a good enough job there to save the boundary.
Oh, they'll take a good look. I have to say the fielding from England today has been outstanding. Maddie Villiers has been charging around. A lot at gully earlier on. Now the big charge. Is there any movement on the Toblerone foam? I think she's done a good job here.
Yeah, flatter, quicker, through the defences, and that is it for India. England having won the toss and sending India in on day one of this historic test have bowled them out for 285. 3 Indian players passing the half-century mark, none going on to 3 figures, and it is Ecclestone cleaning up the tail. And it is Sophie Ecclestone leading the team off, and rightly so too, as she is now 3rd on the list of all-time wicket takers, having picked up 3 for today, but also the #1 all-time wicket taker for the England women's team, having passed Catherine Sciver-Brunt.
So for the batters, of course, Smriti Mandhana was classy at the top, a brilliant 83. Just missed out on that milestone. Harmanpreet Kaur as well, brilliant partnership between those two, and she scored a good half-century alongside Deepti Sharma, who batted well with the tail. So overall, a respectable 285 all out.
Bell and Filer didn't quite get it right at the start of the day, but picked up a couple of wickets in that first session. It was Izzy Wong with a wonderful spell that helped Maddie Villiers get into her spell. Those two were absolutely brilliant. And then Ecclestone picking up 3 for India, losing 4 for 11. And then for India, their bowling unit would have sat back and watched how England started their bowling at 11 a.m. this morning. They would have been formulating plans, having a good look at this pitch, what it has to offer. As Sayali Satkare is going to open up from the pavilion end. And you will see swing from her. It's a little bit of a hand on to take the sting out of it, but Maya Bouchier is away.
Oh, big shout, nipping back and given. Sue Redfern raises the finger. It looked a good shout. Tammy Beaumont not even turning and questioning whether it should be reviewed. She strides off, and an innings that was full of hope for her on her last appearance for England has unfortunately not turned out the way she envisaged.
She goes for 2, still got a chance to get some runs. It's 9 for 1.
Heather Knight. Good shout, really good shout. Is she outside the line? But I think that's not a bad shout. Harmanpreet leaving it late and deciding not to. That's going to run away down the hill. The first boundary of the England innings comes by the way of the bat of Maya Bouchier. tickled away. Might race away for 4 and does. Pushed firmly back by Maya Bouchier, and that will conclude proceedings. Resolute from England. They had a little bit of fortune with the LBW shouts of Heather Knight, which was turned down by umpire Redfern and not reviewed by Captain Harmanpreet Kaur. But I think, after being asked to bat first, with what we have seen on display with seam movement and spin and heavy spin on the first day, I think India will be delighted with their work, and England too. India all out for 285 after being asked to bat first by Nat Sivabrant after she won the toss. Contributions from Smriti Mandana, who fell 17 short of what would have been a deserved 100. Harmanpreet and Deepti with half centuries, and 3 wickets for Sophie Eccleston, 2 apiece for Filer, Wong and Villiers, although England were very loose in their opening session, giving away 60 or 70 runs really, given their wayward bowling from the seamers. In response, England 21 for 1 at the close of the first day. They trail by 264.
Subscribe now to enjoy sports from across the world.